Share the crown.
Share the crown. Do you really think you could...
I should take some golf lessons.
So how do we get from where we are now to the prison? And the governor was captured by these people. Wait, hold on. They've just been let out of their walker hole? What the heck? Or is there a bit of a jump? Oh, here we go. We're going to jump back and forth. What does Philip do to protect this little girl? Wait, do they genuinely help him, knowing what he's capable of? Or does it take the girl, don't help Philip? They help him up. That actually blows my mind. Obviously, I mean, maybe he fears him further. I don't know, but...
Know this guy?
Does your dad
Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, yeah. And he's not going to want this new group of people knowing who he was. It almost felt last episode like he tried to tear that part out of himself. Like he tried to take himself away and go, I am not that person. But the governor's always there.
You okay, Brian?
Did he ever tell them his name? Because I guess that's pretty convenient, right?
What is it, Pumpkin?
It's weird because it's almost like he's
My bad.
adopted her.
We got a camp about half a mile from here.
Hell no, Martinez. We got too many miles as it is.
If you do come back with us, there's two things you got to accept. One, I'm in charge. Two,
Oh, see?
no dead weight. That goes for everyone.
Whoa.
Your turn.
Exactly, your turn, Philip.
Brian.
What is your move? Last reaction, I sort of thought that it would have been controversial because I did sympathise with Philip. Now, I made it very, very clear that I did not like him, and I did believe that the more probable outcome was he would revert to his old ways eventually if something made him snap. Or he's just putting on an act permanently as it is. In his eyes right now, like all I can feel, all I can see is like he's trying to protect this family, but there's always that thought of how can this benefit me? How can I use this situation? How can I adapt to this situation to get back at what I want? That's what it feels like. There's always one eye on the ball. One eye is always... Oh, he's only got one eye. I do genuinely believe that he cares about this new group, by the way. I genuinely believe. Specifically the girl, I genuinely do believe that he cares about them. Now, there's a difference between caring about people and doing what's best for people. And I believe that that's what is going to happen. Philip's going to care for this group. He's going to, well, this group. This small subset of the group until he can work his way to the top of this group, right? But I do believe he will do them wrong by having, I don't know if I say selfish intention, I guess, yes, and going after what he truly cares about. I will never trust him, ever. He's too manipulative.
I want something better for us.
This camp is good.
Heck.
We'll make it better.
You better watch your ass one eye, Brian.
Oh. Why do I get the feeling they're taking him out to kill him? What does this remind me of? This reminds me of Shane taking out, what was that guy's name? Randall?
Hey, One Eye, what you doing?
That guy's definitely gonna die first. Liar. What the heck?
Somebody pissed somebody off.
I just got cute with my knife, that's all. I'll be fine.
Feels weird. This feels like camp again.
So,
This isn't going to go well. Like, I'm already having issues with the fact that they've got a camp, right? Now, we already saw that fail. That stresses me out in itself. Now, what stresses me out more is Philip's got an agenda. Or if he doesn't have an agenda, and they do, eventually, Philip will snap and he will retaliate. Like, if they attack him and try and kill him, do you think he's just going to let them do that, let them live? Eventually, Philip's going to have to do something and make a choice. Now, are these people that he's with, are they going to choose to band together with him? And you know what's really funny? Weirdly, my theory is still coming back to me. My theory is still coming back. Philip sort of said, I thought we'd have something better. You know when Philip turns up at the prison last time, and he's sort of at the end of that episode, you're like, oh my god, Philip's back, holy shoot, he's like watching us. And I started thinking to myself, last reaction, I had a theory that maybe he's not, maybe it's more than that, maybe there are more people in that frame. And like I said, last reaction, I had this little weird theory, like, if Philip really has become Philip, and there isn't an agenda, or even if there's a little agenda, but the main priority is protecting them, and the only known place he knows that they will be safe is the prison, imagine he takes them there. Liar, rapist. These are all words to him, aren't they? What does this sign say? Murderer. They have to be playing an act. These have to be messages for Philip. Imagine I'm just like speculating too much and this is genuinely... if he truly has invited Philip back knowing what he's capable of, knowing who he is, I just think he's a bit stupid. Not gonna lie, I know that sounds harsh, but...
Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me!
Are they testing to see how he kills walkers? Does he still do it for fun or something? There's like heads everywhere, look at them. Bro, did he just kick it? Look at those eyes.
You seem different now. Changed,
Are you serious?
are you?
Damn, son, like, I believe in second chances, but then I also believe in pure stupidity. Like, he has had well and truly more than his second chance worth. For this guy to be like, oh, you've changed, like, even me, and he has done nothing to me, right, other than freak me out a bit. He's done nothing to me, yet I know for a fact I would never bring him back in. I feel like this reaction is sort of putting in our face again, but remember what he did. Remember what got him here. And remember why we don't trust him. Remember the ambiguous nature to his character and how split he can be in terms of being charismatic, friendly, nice, a leader, to them being brutal, immoral, and selfish.
What about those heads?
Oh yeah, see? So it is. So I wasn't misseeing that. Because they're sort of portraying it like rapist, liar, murderer. All these heads everywhere sitting around. Yeah, it is.
Probably best not to think too much about it. Better listen to One-Eye Bry, Pete.
One-Eye Bry.
You should have seen him back in the day.
What about you fellas? Huh? What did you do before it all changed? I was,
The funny thing is like, if they wanted to kill him, they would have already done it. But they've made a dangerous decision.
What'd you do when it all went bad?
I survived.
Don't we all?
The place Brian and I lived before kind of worked. I guess I wanted that again.
You guys had walls, right?
This place is good too, right?
You can tell he's hiding it. He doesn't want them to know who he was. And I mean, fair play. Like, why would anyone? If you've done what he's done, why would you want people to know that, right? I'm not saying that's right. I do genuinely believe that he's trying to drop that. He's trying, and that's something you have to recognize. From my point of view, at least, he's trying. Now, I don't know if he's got ulterior motives, which I'm sure he does. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because obviously you don't presume guilt before you know someone's guilty, right? Obviously he's guilty, but what I'm saying is you don't presume guilt for someone's future. You don't know what they're going to do. They may be predisposed to doing something. I think I spoke about this before, but like I said, I would not feel comfortable having him in my group. I do not believe his fate is up to me. I think that sort of decision is up to people that he is directly affected. I don't even know why I'm talking.
You know,
I want to hear all about it someday. Brian won't say a word.
Well, I say leave the past in the past.
Leave the past in the past. Do you really believe
For the
that?
first time in a long time.
Oh gosh almighty.
great, thanks.
The roof's leaking again.
You should fix that, man.
I'll do that.
Bro.
Later, muñeca.
He's walking on a tightrope. Do I see jealousy?
Almost forgot. Got a surprise for you.
Oh, golf. Bro, he's really become his own little
Trade.
Or is this guy becoming a little governor? Like I sort of see weird intimidating signs in him, like signs that I didn't see before. Like, but who was he led by? Who did he learn from? Who did he learn to mimic? What did he learn to become? Like, you know? Thing is, I used to like him, but I get weird vibes from this guy. Really weird vibes, like he's trying to poke the bear.
Some things you just can't come back from.
You don't think you can keep this place safe?
Try. Hopefully we'll be prepared for whatever comes.
You try, but someone's gonna try harder.
Maybe we can share the crown, though.
Share the crown. Do you really think you could
I should take some golf lessons.
share the... Whoa! What? What the hell?
I don't want it, damn it! Hear me? I don't want it, damn it!
Oh my god. Then don't take it, you don't... Well, that's answered all my questions. It really has answered all my questions. If something like that is going to cause him to snap, imagine what one of them dying's going to do. Like, he's just snapped beyond what 99.99999% of the population would not snap beyond. And all it took was that. I felt bad for him. I had my moment of humanizing the guy, but if you can do that like that at an instant, there is no real justification behind his actions right now that I don't even think he could come up with. Unless we're hitting like proper, like, because you know how Rick had his issues with like hallucination and mental illness and he's still sort of going through it. Unless we're sitting sort of hitting that period with Philip now.
We found what was left of Martinez in a pit this morning. Looks like he was hitting some golf balls. He got drunk.
Oh, perfect disguise, huh? Some people aren't gonna fall for it.
I'm taking leadership of the camp. Hold on now. Hold on now.
We should vote on who leads, right?
Oh my.
Shut your mouth, you little bitch.
What? Hey, calm down. Calm down, all of you. The only way we get through this, through any of this, is together.
Why would Martinez do that? Why would Martinez go from threatening Philip to trying to team up with Philip? Like, and also, not to mention, I was thinking about this while we were watching that scene. Is it just me who thinks that drinking alcohol in the apocalypse would be the stupidest possible thing you could do?
We'll find some kind of way to do a vote in the next couple of days. For
yeah,
now,
and guess who they're gonna vote for?
Okay? Gear up. We're going on a hunt.
So we've got the nice leader. We've got the seeming like dickhead who kind of reminds me of Merle.
Medical supplies.
And then we've got Philip.
Questions and people are looking at me for answers.
How many?
10. Maybe less.
Wait, are they raiding this other group?
They got a lot of supplies, so...
I know you don't want to hurt nobody. Neither do I. But we need those supplies.
So let's just go there.
You want to rob them? Why not? We need their stuff.
Jesus Christ.
They got guns.
No.
We can find our own supplies. Come on.
The good guy, the dickhead, and the governor. Philip's gonna raid it himself. Wait, what?
Son of a bitch.
This wasn't Biters. People did this.
Raided by other people.
Mitch. Mitch! He might live.
Might have.
Damn, man.
Pack your things now.
What's happening?
Hold on, baby.
Grab your clothes. Pack some food. Come on.
Wait, what?
Things are about to go very wrong here. It's happened to me before, and I can't put you and Megan through that. Can't lose you again.
But
Do you trust me? Do you trust
You
me?
shouldn't.
Then pack your things. We're leaving.
What the hell do I think? He is obsessed with protecting them at this point. They're the only people that he truly, truly cares about. exactly like his daughter. Now, what happened when his daughter was in threat? Gun down, hands up, Philip comes out, right? I think that's exactly what's happening right now. Like, I think he cares for them enough, but it's like, it's so extreme to the point where, like, it just becomes deluded.
Just stay in the car.
What the heck? Okay, I'm done predicting this episode. No more pauses. But what's the scene implying? That they can't leave?
What are you doing?
Surviving.
I knew this was coming. I've been getting him out of trouble.
The one guy that was half decent as well? Why is he just killing every leader? He's killing everyone that could oppose his power, right?
Where's Pete?
Dead.
He's dead. You gonna kill me too now?
It's funny how I thought he'd die first. Ha! That's
The
really
old guy
last.
at the camp?
Or does he not kill him because he's the most influenced? Maybe?
You were right about that camp. We should have taken their supplies. Men like your brother, always doing the right thing. Even if it costs their own people.
Whoa. Unlike you, Philip, this guy thought that they should have robbed that camp, but you would have robbed them and killed them all.
I promise you, you'll never have to worry about whether you were doing the right thing or the wrong thing.
You cannot lead based on fear, because eventually it will crumble, as it's done before, as it would do again. You cannot lead people by making them fear you. He has not changed. For God's sake. Why did I think there was a chance he could, man? In Philip's eyes, he is protecting the people he cares about. But like I said, when that fails, because it will, when someone opposes it and someone gets hurt and someone dies and it fails, he will snap. And what will he go back to doing?
Tell your crews. Supply runs
So,
are arrow
the governor is
bolts
back.
now. Gunshots are a luxury. Sooner or later, we're gonna need them.
Or it becomes overthrowing the prison for security. Imagine that's why he's there. I cannot believe that my theory was that there was a chance that he could have been going to the prison to protect his family, to find them refuge and safety. He very well could just be there to overthrow them in their own home. Or even if it's just overthrow leadership. Become the governor of...
We're willing to fight for it.
We don't need to find a better place.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
This is home.
This is going to cause so much conflict as well, because he's going to get people that we now like fighting against home. I do not know how to feel about that.
Got you!
What the hell? She just got bit. There's no way she didn't just get bit. That's why they need to move. And of course, I agree, they need to move. The camp's not safe. But there is one place on his radar, and that's what I'm put up against now. There comes a time when you must make your move. This is all just a chess game to him, man, protecting his queen and his family. What the hell? He's back. I mean, he was never gone. Maybe for a split second when he was wandering by himself with long hair, hadn't showered in a while, same clothes, beard. Maybe for a second he was starting to let go. But the minute he felt something that he felt like he needed to protect, This is the scene when we see him standing outside the prison, ready to make his move. What did I just say? That's the crazy thing. If he wanted to, he could just shoot right now, you know? But for me, it's just like, how does he play this? Does he try to manipulate his way into the prison? Does he try to manipulate a way to get his group into the prison? Does he what? Or does he go in with the intention of hurting? Don't you dare. Whoa! Holy shoot! My gosh. It's... That's the problem with the way I react. That's the problem with the way I am with TV shows like this. Is I give people the benefit of the doubt way too often. I think that people change, but no, he never did. There was maybe, like I said, a glimpse when he was lost. Lost from being the governor. But the minute he saw something that he needed to protect, reminded him of his daughter, it brought him back, crack, boom, snap. And to be honest, some of my theories are falling into place. I feel like I've been quite off the mark the last reaction, maybe two. One of my theories that's falling into place is the idea of Philip doing things to protect people, but then there's always that selfish eye on the ball. And I sort of spoke about this reaction, and it was a thing last reaction as well. He's come to the prison, right? He wants basically a better place to stay. He wants his group to be safe. But in that same breath, he also wants Michonne dead. So what's he going to do? He's going to try to kill two birds with one stone. He's going to kill Michonne, or kill someone, or what? Like I said, my bet is he will send them to this prison and take a step back and not push himself in, and he will manipulate from the outside. That's my gut feeling. Because, like, the minute they see him, he's toast, you know. And now you've got Herschel and Michonne. And the governor, like, I don't think he'll shoot. I don't think he'll shoot because it doesn't make sense why he would. If he shoots, he jeopardizes everything that he is also fighting for. He's fighting for two things right now. He's fighting for himself and revenge, and he's fighting for this new family. If he shoots, he jeopardizes that whole second mission. He changes the whole dynamic of it, you know? And if he really wants to steal the prison but merge them, he has to kill every single person that knows who he is. Now that's everyone there. It's not going to happen. Like, if he wants this prison, like he said, we're going to have to fight for it. He's going to have to fight for it. And that just sickens me, man. And obviously I can't watch the next one now, but I don't know what to think. I do not know what to think because, like I said, really felt like down here with Philip. Didn't like him. Really thought that he didn't have a way out. Had a little bit of an up. Felt maybe there's a glimpse of what he was before. Maybe there's a chance. But then we could basically catapult ourselves downwards. Now he's thought about it. He's come back. He's stronger. He's got another thing to fight for, which, if anything, makes him even more dangerous. Makes him even more methodical, manipulative. He's not going to go in gung-ho and trying to shoot the place up like he did last time. I don't think, at least. He's now got another thing to think about, which makes the thought process more in-depth. He will not leave a stone unturned, trying to figure out how to best manipulate his way into this prison, protect the people he cares about, unless that's all a facade, but I don't believe that, especially not with the little girl. Get his revenge, maintain his status as the governor, protect this family. You know, it's not a decision he makes overnight. This is why I think with him going here now, pointing the gun at Michonne, it's not going to happen. Like, it's like he had a chance. He's got that chance to take that shot, but taking that shot jeopardizes everything he's now got. Does he want to be the reason that his new group downfalls and falls apart? Like I said, this camp is not safe. It will not survive, like it did for us in Season 1. Philip knows that Woodbury was prone to attacks, let alone a camp. And we've seen it first time with another camp in his area, so I completely agree with the logic. They need to move. And I would have said it if it was Rick in the situation. They need to move now. Logically, he should go to the prison because it's the safest place. It's got the most fortified walls, vegetables, and it's got weapons, and it's got medicine now. It's got everything that he could want. The difference is that he will go in there and take it. But once again, I come back to this exact same thing, right? If Philip continues to portray this side of him as the governor, I do not believe he will be able to sustain leadership. And I hold that belief because eventually people are going to see it. Eventually people are going to fear him. Eventually people are going to notice that he's not Brian. He's not Philip. He is the governor. And eventually he's going to continue to detach and go down a downward spiral to the point where no one recognises him. And then what? Yeah, that's all speculation now, which I'm not going to get into because that'll take a long time to talk about. Basically, all I'm thinking now, this new group, I'm starting to feel attached to them. I'm starting to like them. I'm starting to want them to survive, and obviously. And everyone in this new group, I'm starting to sit there and think, oh, this is a new group that don't deserve to die, don't deserve anything less than we deserve, you know. But then when it comes to a conflict, when it comes to a war, which I think Philip is going to start building this up to, like if you're willing to fight, like he's just repeating Woodbury, we're going to have to see characters we like fight characters we like. Is it as simple as finding common ground? It's not always that simple. We saw with Carl, let's get this straight with Carl. Carl shot out of instinct. I believe he would do it again. If he had the opportunity, he would do it again. Whether that means someone as well that we care about. Imagine it's Carl that shoots someone the governor cares about. Let me just get this completely straight. If the governor doesn't shoot Michonne or Herschel right now, then I believe there's still a piece of him that hasn't snapped. The snap is not complete. He's snapped, but he's not completely clean cut. If somehow the people he now cares about get hurt, especially by people in our group, that will snap him beyond what we've seen before. Do I believe we've seen the worst of the governor? No. Not a chance in hell. That is all coming. But yeah, anyway, I think I need to stop talking, guys. My thoughts aren't quite together. If you did enjoy, as ever, guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to see for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, Daniel Ray with 2 Ds. And let me know down below what you thought of the episode, the reaction, and I'll get to those as soon as humanly possible. But yeah, as ever, it's been your boy Dan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.